Hello everybody, welcome to the artclasses.com Patreon critique and paint over. So in this one is going to be for the critique and paint over term 14, which is the beginning of March. And if you are my patron at any level, you can post your artwork on the Patreon page community, and I will randomly select one or two and make a video on the weekly basis. So I haven't seen any new posting for the Patreon posting, so I dig up the older ones, which is a drawing, a few drawing here. So I'm just gonna focus on the figure basically. So in this one, I'm going to show you how to basically correct the pose that you were trying to do. Instead of looking at the object in 2D plane, you have to think of everything in terms of three-dimensional, and that way you can have the twist and turn and up and the arm rotation and all that. I'm going to explain it in the video. Alright guys, well, let's get started. If you want a full tutorial, you can go to my Patreon at patreon.com. You can just click on the top right part of the screen. You're my patron, you can post your artwork, and then I will paint over on 1 or 2 per term. So every 15 days I'll do a paint over of your artwork over here, and then I'll give you feedback, and you see a video on YouTube or on Patreon, right? Oh, and also I have a live stream going on Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, twitch.tv/Xia Taptara. So just the link is down below. Alright, what's up guys? This is going to be a paint over or a critique draw over for Patreon. So I haven't seen any new posts from my Patreon, so I dig through the old ones and I found this one that I haven't done yet. And a lot of them are like portrait and stuff, so I just want to do something different. So this one's just going to be a drawing. What you could do to possibly improve on all these, I think I'm going to work on the second one here, which is this one. Alright, first of all, nice attempt on the female body. It's getting pretty close. The problem is this area is too short. You look at the chest area, you have a little bit of area before you come to the breast. The breast is basically pecs, right? If you have a big one, depends, they could be bigger or smaller, but the bigger they are, the lower they're gonna hang, and usually they will hang right around your solar plex here, or at the bottom of your rib cage. So on the bottom part you kind of get it right, but on the top it should be some area. Rib cage should be bigger, so about probably that big, and go up, right? And then you have spine coming here, and then you have pelvic bone there, and the socket for the femur bone. Alright, so also another things you could improve on is, if you look at these, everything is like front. So you think of the image in terms of two-dimensional. You can improve that by make a twist and turn on the body. So basically, if my face, usually if I'm drawing something, I'm trying to look for the S curve or the C curve, and also I would try to make the torso and pelvis going on a different direction, so it has that contrapposto plus twist look. So in this case, I would probably, since the front part or the face is looking up this way, I would slowly like turn this one. Well, I would leave this one here in the front, but I would turn the hip maybe possibly that way. So you look at the three-dimensional image, is gonna be like, well, let's do the green here. You could do like either the, I'm gonna tone this down a bit so if you could see it, either box shape. This one's also too close. This is also too close. You gotta leave a little bit of room. Then you're gonna have that facing that direction, right? And then you could, well, you know what, I'm gonna, since she's turning this way, I would turn the whole torso facing that way. Let's try that. And then the pelvis, I will make it turn this way instead. And now you have a little bit of twist. And I think that part, let's see the top. You have to think like whether you see the top more or the bottom more. Whoops. Right? Oh, why is it black? And then here, I don't want to make the, so the pelvic, I would, come on man, press the wrong button. That's big. Pelvis probably to see this way and maybe going that way. So, alright, let's try that. So basically, I'm going to turn that off. And I'm going to turn this opacity down a bit. So I'm just going to rough draft the body first, right? Let's see here. So, well, I think yours kind of turning a little bit, but it just turning on different, kind of weird, because usually if you turn the face, the torso will likely to turn more, and then now you have the face turn one way here, and then you have your torso turn this way, and then you have your pelvis kind of in the front, so it doesn't really add up. So it looks kind of weird. So it has to be kind of congruent. You turn the head, then torso, and then pelvis. Yeah, I think that's usually the way it mechanically works. So now I'm just gonna have the head going that way. Let's do about 35 or something. And then the torso. I'm just gonna kind of have it slightly in the middle, and then you gotta have a little bit of room. Then the pelvis is gonna turn this way. And then the breast will kind of rest right on top of the rib cage. Then you have that muscle there. Also on the back, like when you draw neck, just think of the cylinder coming out of the diamond shape, because your back muscle is higher. Then here your deltoid will go up, then bicep, you see bicep a little bit more there, because now you're seeing the underside or the inner side of the arm. Then since you turn this way, you might be able to see a little bit of the back. And depends on, if you have your palm up, then you're gonna see the elbow on the behind, and you're gonna see this kind of dent on here a bit if you open your palm upward. If you open your palm downward or on the side, this will be the forearm will be bigger. So it depends on where you turn, right? So if you are you leaning up, this will be a little more straight, and it will be slightly skinnier because you have one bone, I mean two bones, but it's one is overlapping the other, so it will be like this, right? And then fingers and then thumbs. But if you have it turned front palm, then your forearm will be bigger because now you have two bones. So it depends. So this will be, if you have it like that, and if you have it flip, if you put your thumb in the front and then come palm down, then all these gonna have to change. You're gonna have to see a little bit more of the deltoid, and then the bicep will move downward, so it's gonna rotate different way. Alright, so I'm just kind of explaining that so that you think about how everything are connected. The arm, if you move something or adjust something, it will change the overall look. And in here, I would move the elbow a little bit forward. And maybe up. Because it's what you have here is a little bit kind of 2D, too flat, right? So if you make a little bit of foreshortening, here, it might help selling the 3D a bit. It's a little trickier because, you know, as it go closer to you, then it will, and then the deltoid will be slightly bigger there. And that move up. Collarbones. You might not even see deltoid or shoulder at all because it's going to be hiding behind that. And you're going to see the back or shoulder blade muscle there. And your glute muscle. Your hair, I don't know, probably going that way a little bit. Not sure what this arm are doing. You can tilt the head up a bit. Whoa. And shape the face a little bit more there.
make sure that your eye level is about halfway through the face. And I'm gonna make a copy of these. Now I'm gonna clean it up. And if you want this cups to be bigger, then you have to move it downward. And usually, unless you're wearing something, then it will push it together. If you are not, they're likely gonna hang to wherever this one's gonna hang downward and roll to the side a little bit. And this one will hang down here, but it's just gonna be slightly higher. And make sure that that line can connect to that muscle line there, but you don't have to connect them. And this muscle probably roll in, then you can have a little bit of abs turning, and then rib cage here probably poke out a little bit. Maybe some more of the back muscle. And rib cage. And you have bigger area from your collarbone down to the chest. So basically, the breast will hang down. The bigger they are, the more it's gonna, hang over. And if they are small, they're gonna line right up where if you draw a dude, it will be a pecs here, right? 2 pecs. But if they are bigger, they most likely gravity is gonna take it down slightly, so it will be a little lower. All right, so that's pretty much the first one. And this is not perfect by any means, just kind of trying to recorrect whatever you have there and see what could possibly can improve on it a little bit. And you can add like superhero costume or something, add contour line, right? And this one going that way, it could be straight. This one you can add contour line coming here, so it looks like it's coming forward in the foreshortening. And elbow, right? And remember the arm rotation. How would you like, what kind of if you have palm up, palm front, or palm down, depends. And this one I have the palm up, but it's kind of go off there. And this I tended assuming you're drawing superhero, so I have it a little more muscular. Alright, so that's one. If she's wearing something, then you can like definitely push it together and make it squish, right? Let's do that scenario. If so, I'm gonna make a copy and let's just have her wear like really clothes that are tightening. There, now you can have cleavage because the cloth is squishing this in. But you won't really see it on the bottom. I mean, you could, but it's gonna be like folding, right? All right, so as for this one below here, well, let's see if I have time. We have about maybe 10 more minutes. Like the easiest way, probably try to put them in the box, right? Or cylinder, or whatever that will help you define and section them, right? That would be torso, pelvis, whatever that is, and then your face turning this way, so it would be up. Torso will kind of remain that way. And this should kind of facing up a bit. Usually I'll have this, if this one moving up a little bit, then it's coming up here, and then that one's gonna go down. It's gonna be really it's gonna taper really fast there. Maybe it should be higher even. Yeah, perspective is kind of tricky. Alright, so I'm going to lower this. Your eye line probably a little too high there. And everything you see would be from the top view. So you see like the top of the nose, and then when you see the lip, you probably see the bottom of the lips rather than the top. Then the we'll move the eyebrow down a little bit because you're looking at it from the top, right? So, and then here. Just try to follow the perspective line and try to taper everything. So here be in the front, and then you see the back of your pelvis a little. That has to be higher. And you can add contour line to help, like belt or something. That would really help define that it's looking. And my back's killing me. Then you can see here the top. I'm gonna turn that off. And that's going to be a little lower. Thumbs. And whatever you can, you can add contour line to kind of convey wherever the position is coming from, like cross here or cross here. It would help the direction of the object, right? It will help convey the direction of the object. Alright, so I hope this is helpful. It's just really quick. And you're going to see collarbone from up top. Hair kind of flowing over the shoulder. Right, whatever you can do to emphasize, okay, I see this from the top view. And this poly. If you look at this from the top, it's probably going to be a lot in the perspective, and it will make it look shorter or smaller. Shoulder hub probably have to taper down that way. Oops. So the thumb has to be on the outside. It needs to be the top. Alright, hopefully this is helpful. And yeah, if you are my Patreon, don't forget to post your artwork onto the community so I can paint over, or you know, doing some critique and stuff. If you want a critique, or if you don't, then that's fine. You don't have to. But if you do want critique, then please post either a drawing or painting or whatever. It doesn't have to be a painting. That's why I'm doing a drawing today, because sometimes people think, oh, you have to post a painting. Nope, you don't have to. You can just post drawing, and I'll try to fix them. Alright, well, so there. Alright, so this not perfect by any means, just, you know, quick 10-15 minutes each. Alright, so yeah, fix the area on that, so you're gonna get this PSD file when I release the Patreon term 14 this month, March 15, and the next term will be term 15 will be the end of March, and I will release more tutorial and paint over. Alright guys, thank you for all your support. Yeah, you can see the area, right? So okay, well, thank you very much. And now I'm doing a live stream Monday through Friday. Usually I'll try, it will be on the live stream will be on Twitch now, so just the link is down below. Just go follow me on Twitch, because sometimes I have too many subscribers on YouTube, and I didn't want to like giving everybody notification, even though some people just want to watch the video but they don't want to watch the live stream. So follow the link down below. You see me on Twitch, and then the Twitch will give you notification if you follow me there, and whenever I go live. Usually it will be at 12 p.m. Monday to Friday, and see you there. Bye bye. And if you are really interested in digital painting, whether you want you're doing it for pleasure, or like hobby, or you want to get really good and become a professional artist, you can go to theartclasses.com. That's what I usually say in the beginning, but I still got email from people asking me, where is your website? So I guess I'm not making it very clear. So in January, or no, this is February and March. January class are full. So in February and March, I will have environmental concept 101 and character design 101. And also below here, you're gonna have you can click on here, you're gonna see student review, and then you can check student artwork, which there are some new artwork that I just post here that my student just did, and that's also the improvement that say week 5 to week 15, or week 1, week 6, and all that stuff. So just go to this, and then you can just click there, and you can go listen, watch the video, and just and the video will explain to you how it works. And then also you can like watch this diagram here, like how the class works is you just go register, then you get an email, then you get to watch the video, and then after you've done the homework every week, then you will get to do the live class with me. And also you can also download a longer or premium tutorial from my website directly, or you can go to Gumroad, which is Gumroad. Just click on the link on the top right, then you'll find Gumroad. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and don't forget to stop by on my live session every Monday to Friday at noon Pacific Standard Time, or 12 p.m. and I usually do a live stream over there. Alright guys, thank you very much for subscribing. Have a happy new year, and enjoy the painting or whatever you're gonna do this year. Hope everything will be great for you guys. Alright, bye bye.